Welcome back to another episode of As the World Turns for the Indigenous People. Okay, so we're going to jump into another reading. Now, this reading we want to know because if you haven't already seen my previous episode where we're talking about who are the Indigenous people, check that out. And I also just did a reading on about what do Russia know about the artifacts that because let me repeat that. Russia has taken artifacts away from the motherland. Why did they take it? Because like, I'm assuming that they want to use it for themselves. But we also want to know who else has taken artifacts from the motherland and are trying to use them for themselves, and that would be the Catholic Church. So today we're going to pull cards to see what do the Catholic Church know about indigenous people that we should know, because they took it and they hid it. And then they tried to rewrite the Bible so many times and change things and take so many things out. So we just need to know what do they know, and then how to apply, how to take our information back, take our power back, take our control back. So we're going to pull from the tarot cards today and see what information can be discovered. Let's get straight into it. Divine Angels, if you could, give me the best cards from this deck to describe what do the Catholic Church know about the indigenous people. Okay, let's get started. Okay, did anything turn over? Did I miss? No. So let's see what cards come out here. Okay, now the first thing that I see here is the Queen of Pentacles came out. Okay, the Queen with that pentacle, that gold pentacle corn. Okay, so that's giving me that feminine energy. It speaks of a woman over 25 years old, dark eyes. Okay, they know that the indigenous people have dark eyes and dark hair. Okay, professional, business, and domineering. So they definitely know that the feminine energy is very powerful in when it comes to indigenous people. Okay, as much as they try to create this patriarchy and try to tell us that we are less than and that we are not as important and we don't have the same rights, well, tell that to your mama, because we know that the feminine energy is a creating energy. Okay, feminine energy are the creators. We are the one that carry a sacred place within our wombs, within our own bodies. So that I do know. Now I know there's a lot of women out there that may not know that, and hopefully they will eventually discover that, because I know it was a process even for me to discover that. I always respected myself on a surface level, but it was deeper than that. Okay, there was some generational traumas and issues that even I had to overcome. And so to truly know your worth, you really have to heal those things, because you feel like those things happen to you and not for you, or against you in some kind of way. And sometimes those things can happen even though it's unexplainable and it's hard to see why certain things happen to you. But you have to look at it as you are able to overcome all things that's not for you. Okay, and anything that happened to you in the past, sometimes it's out of your control. And then sometimes you do have to take accountability if you're of age that you can take it, accountability, and then so that you can heal those traumas. Okay, so that you won't pass those on to your own children. But the Queen of Pentacles here is again a woman with dark eyes, dark hair, dark skin. But that woman is also always professional, and professional in a sense of very creative, very knows how to make something out of nothing, if you will. Okay, very business minded, very much the brain of the community, if you will. Okay, and she's very domineering. She's not weak at all. She's not weak at all, and that does not make her masculine. That makes her a strong feminine energy. Exactly what she is. So, and they know that. Okay, they know the power of the feminine energy. Okay, we got the Magician here. There's some elements of surprise here. Now, the Magician card, whether good or bad, the elements of surprise, it's like the magician has all the tricks, right? They know all the tricks, and then they create an illusion. Okay, so it's almost like the Catholic Church can try to create illusions over you. But the thing is that regardless of the illusions, if you know how that trick works, you can kind of see through what that magician is doing. And then besides, you can also be the magician, because the magician has all the tools that they need within themselves. They don't really need an outside source to confirm anything with them. Okay. And then as you can see, this infinity sign over this person is like infinity energy. Okay, with this magician card. So sometimes they can play tricks. The magician can play tricks. Okay, it's the master of illusions. And I feel like that's sometimes what society does to certain people, to keep them in some type of illusional or some type of delusional state, so that they can't realize the magic and the power that's within them. Okay, followed by the Ten of Swords. They were like, okay, well, since you're trying to figure it out, we got this Ten of Swords energy, which means a death or an end into a situation or relationships. Now, certain communities have struggles when it comes to relationships, because sometimes with finances, relationships fall by the wayside. Sometimes, you have that backstabbing energy. I feel like they also does that backstabbing energy to a certain community. We talking about the indigenous people right now. But the thing about this card is, yes, it's 10 swords here. Okay, which means we allow some people to get close to us, too close to the point that they can use their sword against us. And they used it, baby. They used it to the 10th degree, as you can see. But the thing about this card is also that there's a death to a situation, but the spirit, the soul never dies. That's what they don't understand. It never dies, so you shouldn't fear death. Now, yes, when someone leaves this earth, you're going to miss them, you're going to grieve, but their spirit never dies, and yours won't either if you have a soul. And some people are soulless here. Now, with the depth of the situation, again, with these Ten of Swords, to think about the Ten of Swords as well. Because the soul never dies, because, you never die per se. Maybe your body will, but your spirit never dies. Those 10 swords can be used as knowledge. Those 10 swords can be used as weapons for future wars. Those 10 swords can be used to your advantage. Okay, because now they're yours. So it's almost like taking your pain back. It's like they delivered the pain, but now it's time to take that pain back and use it as strength. To use it as your new arsenals. Okay, a way to fight back. Okay, because like I said, nothing is ever ending here. It recycles, it re-evolves. Okay, but it also speaks about to a situation. So, and I see that, I also see water and land. I see this person maybe struggling on land. Okay, on the land that you're in now. The space that you're in now may not be your original space, or the original land, or the original rules that you originally went by. But that's okay, because we can use those things to our advantage now. But we have to have knowledge to do so. We have to be more able to tap into our subconscious to be able to use those things in a conscious type of way. Okay, if you will. And the swords can represent knowledge. Again, it can be weapons, it can be protection, it can be betrayal. Okay, and we all know that there has been a lot of betrayal that's going on in the United States, in this world today, period. So it's time for us to take that power back and know that you probably can take the material things, but you can't take what's within us. You can't take the magic that's within us at all. So they are aware of the power of the feminine energy. They are also aware of the resources that lies within the land of the indigenous people. They also are aware that there are illusions that they have set up, systems that they have set up to keep us entrapped, to keep us asleep, to keep us in a sleep state. Okay, hence the Ten of Swords energy. Now, we can take, like I said, we can take that laying down, or we can stand back up and use those 10 swords to our advantage. Okay, you decide which one you decide that you're going to do. Now, let's pull some cards here. Let's pull some cards on this Ten of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this Queen of Pentacles to help us improve and take back our power and our control, so that we can gain back our community? Okay, Give me more about this Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. What we have here is inspiration. Okay. It's that creative energy again. Again, we have a feminine here that's connecting to this all-powerful sun that's beaming in through my reading right now. Y'all can see this extra bright light that's coming in. That's not a light. That's not a manufactured light. That's the sun that has come through my window to my reading. And I'm happy to have it here. So the sun has showed up here again. Again, beaming through my house, baby, honey. It's right here in the feminine energy. So we need to take back our inspiration. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is inspiration. Okay, I see that the breast is here. What does the breast represent? Okay, what can we do with the breast? First of all, the breast, okay, first of all, we look cute with our breast, number one. Number two, it also represents food. Okay, it's food for our babies, it's nourishment for our babies. It has multi purposes. Okay, it sets us apart as a feminine. Okay, I see the thigh here. We need to take back, our sexuality. Okay, our femininity. Make sure that we always keep that because there's power in that. Okay, and the sun also represents power. The house also represents protection, a home. So anywhere that we go, okay, can be our home. Anywhere on this earth is our home. Okay, and so no matter where we are, we can always dance and inspire generation, and we can also feed a community. Okay, we can create, feed, we can provide everything for our baby when our baby get here. We literally don't need nothing. We literally don't need nothing from nobody. Okay, now some of us do feed our baby formula. Some of us, do rely on other outside sources, but really if we had to, if we was in the jungle by ourselves, number one, we shouldn't be having no baby if we by ourselves, but we with somebody, we up on a tree with somebody, probably, hopefully somebody that loves us and connected to us and promised to stay and raise this community with us. But again, we are more powerful. We can create the baby, we can feed the baby. Okay, that in return we are creating a community. So there's a lot of power in this feminine energy that's showing up here. And then the Pentacles, very resourceful. We are very resourceful. And don't forget that. Okay. So next we got this Magician card. What do we need to know about this Magician card? Okay. Again. Okay, it's time to take authority over the games that they're playing with us, okay? Whether it's resources, our emotions, our feelings, the truth behind who we are with the swords, and then the wands, our passion for our community, our passion that we have for living life. We need that all back. We need to take authority over all of that, okay? You see the pyramid here? Yes, I'm assuming that's a pyramid back there. Okay, and then again, that sword. Remember that sword that's in our back? Now it can be used with power for us. Okay, so what they thought was held against us or used against us, we now can use it, okay, and gain our authority back with this Magician. But we got to fight through the illusions that have been set for us. Again, here goes this resourceful card. This resourceful card tells us that we are spiritual divine beings, for sure. They know it. Okay, the bird is in an artifact. I think a vase, okay. The thing about this vase, it's not the traditional place that a bird would stay, right? But this bird can live anywhere on the land, and it can still be considered his home, his place. Okay, and then we got this this sign that's above him. It looked like a spiral that kind of give me affinity. Okay, and then we still got the sun. So, yes. So it speaks about getting authority back over no matter where we are, okay? We don't need a certain land. Like, we don't need to fight over a land to gain our power back, because everything we have, just like this feminine energy, is within us. Okay? We don't have to look outside of us for anything. Material things. We can build with our hands, create with our hands. Okay, that's why I said in the last reading to make sure that, whether you're journaling but make sure that you're leaving a mark on this earth so that the next generation, when they find it, they can read it, and it can be like almost like their own little Bible or their own little resource or blueprint to guide them, okay, from your experiences. Okay, give me more about this Ten of Swords here. Why is this Ten of Swords here? Okay. And then I have here empathy. Now this Ten of Swords, again, we got this depth of a situation. It's not to get to the point that, you know, we need to be loyal to the people who are loyal to us. We got the dog and the boy at the top. We got the bird that's bringing resources, but you got to be able to, or whispering something. Maybe the bird is whispering something since it's next to an ear, but you got to be able to hear it. Okay, the bird being a spiritual noise or a spiritual sound. You need to be able to hear it. Okay, just like your dog, just like the communication you have with your dog. Do you and your dog speak the same language? Do you bark? Do your dog speak English or whatever language you speak? No. But yet we know that when we have pets, especially a dog, okay, cats be acting like they understand you, but they're like, meow, like, not today, not today. Like, they're not going to listen today. And sometimes when they want to be bothered, they come over. When they come over too. But dogs, I feel like dogs are always loyal to whoever feeds them, whoever take care of them. They're going to be loyal to you. And you can communicate very well with your pet, with your dog. Okay, I used to have goldfish that I used to communicate with. Yes, they did. I used to have goldfish that would come up to the top and get patted on their little heads and everything. You know, maybe they think it was food, but once they see it ain't no food and you just patting them on their little head, they just still like to stay there and receive the little taps on their head. They love it. Well, at least my fish did. I don't know about y'all fish. But you can communicate with animals. You can communicate with plants. Okay. And I had a plant one time that, you know, I thought it was pretty. But, you know, it seemed like every time it would always get sad and whatever. But when it got to the point that I was like, okay, girl, what's going on? Why you... It's like I started communicating with it in my own way. It started to grow and flourish, and of course, and plus me remember to feed it, you know, give it some water. But I had the best plant because usually all I would give it some water, even though it was going. Some plants, like once it started going down, you give it water. It's like, nah, too late, sis. But that plant that I had, it would always give me second and third chances, you know, because I was so busy. But I loved that plant, and I would always give it water, and it would just grow back like nothing has ever happened. Like it forgave me for skipping a day or skipping a day or two and giving it water. But you can communicate with all things around you, okay? But the key is, are you listening to hear what your partner has to say? Okay, the partner being, are you listening to what's within? Are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to you may be speaking, but can you listen too? So make sure that you're listening with empathy as well. Next, we got bluff, okay? Now, listen, once we start releasing and breaking the chains and stuff like that, you know that the powers that be are taking note, they're watching. But what we're going to do is call their bluff, baby. We're going to stand up, okay? And it's going to get to the point that I feel like we're not going to need them for resources. We're not going to be able to need them because they're going to try to come up and parade as if, okay, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. But we're going to call their bluff on that. Or maybe they come in and trying to set back more control. It's like, no. Once we're free, we're free. Okay? And so I see that with the bluff card here that we need to sometimes call their bluff. Okay? Give pushback on a situation, especially when they so close to us that they can put source in our back. We shouldn't be able to stand for that. We shouldn't allow that. But let me make sure I get some clarification on that. On this bluff card. Give me more about bluff. What do we need to know about bluff when it comes to this Ten of Swords? But they may even try to call out bluff. They may even try to come in and act like they're trying to help and be given just to get us back stuck again. And we got to know the difference. We got to be able to listen to the divine and listen within to know the real true answers. Give me more about this Ten and bluff. Okay. Yeah, like I said. It says, listen to your guardian angels. Yes, listen to yourself. Listen to what's within you. Okay, or what do you consider to be your guardian angels? Listen to it. Okay? That certain people go by certain things. It's not one. It's not one way that you can get in touch with the divine or God, the God source. Some people see it as being within them. Some people see it as being outside of them. Okay, it could be. It could be both. For the simple fact that you see it within you because you see it in yourself, and you see it on the outside of you because may see it in a place that's up above, up in the sky, up in the suns, up in the cosmos. Okay, or what you call heaven. Okay, neither is wrong. So we're not going to argue about where we see it. Okay, as long as we see it and can hear it and can listen to it. Okay. So listen to your guardian angels and take heed to what you're hearing. Be able to interpret it, just like you do with your pets. Okay, so listen. Okay, and be willing to take action once you hear it. So that's going to be the reading right now. Catch me on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.